Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Alien role-playing game cinematic scenario box set, Heart of Darkness. And I'm actually really excited to be doing this now at this point. I've had this actually for a few weeks and I just haven't gotten around to doing this video yet. But at the time I'm recording this, I am about 36 hours removed from having finished running the Chariot of the Gods adventure from the starter set. And I have to tell you that that session, especially when we got to the finale, the climax of the adventure, was probably maybe even absolutely the most fun experience that I have had as a game master. It was an absolute blast to run. I will be doing a video sort of going over my experience with it and the things that I did to try to help make the adventure flow a little bit better, or just try to keep things going, but also, you know, act in the spirit of the Alien franchise, the Alien universe. But yeah, it was just an amazing time. I had the Bill Allen. I don't normally like giving out people's names, but that's the name of his YouTube channel, so I definitely recommend checking his stuff out. He does some awesome videos. He was one of the players in that group. It was great. Roll Stats was in that group, as well as a couple of non-YouTube friends. It was just a fantastic time. But we're not here to talk about that today. We are here to talk about the Heart of Darkness. So this is the third box set cinematic scenario that has been released by Free League for the Alien role-playing game. I actually pre-ordered this off of their website way back in, I think it was April or May of 2022. At the time I'm recording this, it's November 21st. I've had it for, like I said, I've had this probably for about a month in my collection. I just haven't gotten around to this. But yeah, so this is, what's really cool about this also is the three cinematic scenarios. They're not connected in a way that you have to run each one for the players to actually get the full experience. However, if you run all three scenarios, they are actually connected by the Draconis 26 accelerant, which is essentially the black goo from the Prometheus and from Alien Covenant. And there's one thing that I can say about the Alien role-playing game is it is far better at utilizing elements from Prometheus and Alien Covenant and just presenting the alien world, the alien universe, far better than anything since like Alien 3 has been able to accomplish. I absolutely love this game, and I'm actually going to be running campaign play soon, so I might dive a little bit into the Colonial Marines operations book, because that is actually designed for campaign play, so I may pull some things out of that. But anyway, take a look at the back here. Again, actually the front cover looks really awesome as well, and you can actually see, I don't know how well you may recognize it, but you know, you've got like looks like the space station there, maybe some sort of ship. You just have the sort of like orangey kind of glow to it. But there's a little bit more in here as well. Let me know in the comments if you recognize what is also being shown on the cover. That's not super immediately obvious, but if you take a look at it, you might hopefully be able to see it. So yeah, on the back, it just reads, the company found a new life form and they want you to study it. Their offers uncharacteristically generous. You catalog this organism, determine how they can use it, and bring it back so they can slap their patent on it. Fairly routine stuff. In exchange, they'll hook you up with a cushy corporate department head position, secure you a book deal, and make sure the institute of your choice gives you tenure. Did I mention the money? There's a lot of it. Simple survey, sample, and analysis jobs seem too good to be true. Of course it is. Heart of Darkness is a complete cinematic scenario for the Alien role-playing game, written by sci-fi novelist Andrew E.C. Gaska. And he's done all the other cinematic scenarios. So he wrote Chariot of the Gods, he wrote the Destroyer of Worlds, and both of those, if Destroyer of Worlds is anything, is nearly as good, half as good as Chariot of the Gods, I am going to be in for a great time when I go to run that. But yeah, so we have, let's see here. So it is a standalone adventure, but serves as the conclusion to the Draconis Strain saga, begun with the Chariot of Gods, continued in Destroyer of Worlds. The scenario is designed for 3 to 5 players, plus the game mother, and is a spiraling descent into soul-crushing madness. The box set contains the main Heart of Darkness scenario book, a huge double-sided map, of the Erebos plasma trawling space station. 7 pre-generated characters to choose from, so that's actually a pretty decent amount. Custom cards for weapons, secret messages, and personal agendas, player maps and handouts. And note, the Alien RPG core rulebook or the Alien RPG starter set is required to play Heart of Darkness. So if you are running a cinematic scenario, you actually don't need the full hardcover core rulebook. You just need the rulebook that's included in the starter set. It gives you everything that you need for cinematic play, and it's a fantastic resource. The difference between the starter set rules and the core rulebook rules is just that the core rulebook has a bit more equipment, some campaign setting information, as well as rules for creating your own characters for campaign play, but these are cinematic scenarios, so you don't necessarily need that. So now let's take the plastic off of this and open this up for the first time. And like I said, as I'm getting the plastic off, normally I would just cut away, but I kind of want to gush over this product for a little bit. See if I can get it to, there we go. See if I can get it to focus there. But yeah, I'm absolutely love the Alien RPG. The Chariot of the Gods took 4 sessions to run. 3 of those sessions were 4 hours, and one of them was a 2-hour session. So that was about 14 hours of gameplay out of that one scenario. And there was stuff that I didn't actually do because that gives you more events and stuff to throw into the adventure if you want to. Than you actually necessarily need to run. And when I do my video talking about my experience, I will have some advice, I guess, for those who may want to run the scenario themselves. But the group that I ran it for seemed to really enjoy it, so I must have done something at least halfway right. But yeah, let's open this up. This is absolutely fantastic. So we do have our silica gel, our desiccate. We've got our card packs. I'm not going to be opening this up in this video, but this will have the story cards, the personal agenda cards, as well as equipment and other stuff that you may want. So we'll set that aside for now. I do plan on doing a full review of this. And yeah, this, like I said, this is something that I picked up. I pre-ordered it as soon as I was able to. Free League has sent me Alien stuff in the past, but this was something that I couldn't wait for, and I had to go ahead and pre-order it. And if you actually order these products off of their website, one of the things that they do, a few other companies do this as well, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, but if you order a product off of the Free League site, you immediately get sent a download for the PDF version of the same product. So I was actually able to kind of skim through the adventure immediately, even though it was still pre-order only. And yeah, it was just, again, a really, really cool service. So we got their catalog. Like I said, we got the Alien RPG, which is one of my favorite things that they've done. Also have the One Ring RPG, which again is something I want to do a few more videos on because they did send that to me as well. But I actually do like that system quite a bit. We got Tales from the Loop, the Forbidden Lands, Twilight 2000, which they also did. I did an unboxing for that as well. The Symbaroum. So this is another RPG that I actually really like, and I want to start covering a little bit more. So I have the core rulebook. I have the starter set that they sent me, as well as some of the adventure stuff. And yeah, I picked up the core rulebook, and I think I may have picked up another book for it as well. But yeah, really awesome. Then we got Vaesen, which is the Nordic horror role-playing game, another amazing RPG. Mörk Borg, which I don't own, but I have a friend who absolutely loves this system. Mutant Year Zero and Coroilus, and the Tales from the Loop board game. And then we've got our adventure book here. And again, just really nice quality. So it's not just stapled, it actually is bound. And you got sort of a nice matte finish to the book here. And I gotta say, one of the things that I actually kind of like about this, compared to some of the earlier sets from the Alien role-playing game, is a lot of the other sets, what they ended up doing was the covers. They absolutely showed your fingerprints anywhere that you touched the cover. It absolutely just, was really noticeable. It's a little bit noticeable here, but they've done a better job of making it so that it just doesn't look like a fingerprint magnet. So again, we got our scenario and some just really fantastic stuff in here. I love these adventures. They're structured in a very interesting way. Because what they actually do is they'll give you like the locations that the players can explore, and they'll sort of detail them. But, and some locations will have encounters that are specifically meant to happen in there. But what they actually will also do is they just have a whole series of events that you can play or run against the players for each of the 3 acts of the adventure. And some of them will be mandatory and some will be optional, and you can kind of pick and choose of the optional ones which ones that you want to use for the story. So I actually really like the way that it's structured. So I think that's a really cool way of doing things. And then we've got our characters and our map, and this is an absolutely massive map, so I probably won't be able to get it all on camera here. But again, I also love the fact that the maps look like they are printed out from the old was like the phosphorescent monitors from back in the day. So including, it may not show up too well on camera, but it even includes like scan lines. So it looks like this is captured off of like a CRT monitor, and I absolutely adore that. So really cool stuff there. Then we've just got some handouts. So a couple of different things of handouts, which is great to have as well. And then we've got our different characters. So there are 7 characters. I'm not going to show them all here, but yeah. Again, more characters than the amount of players it's designed for. And that is very much for a reason, because in cinematic scenarios, survival is not exactly guaranteed. In fact, it's highly unlikely. I'm not going to spoil too much, but the only thing I will say is that when I ran Chariot of the Gods, nobody made it out of that, but it was an amazing experience. So yeah, really cool stuff. The maps are fantastic. The adventure book, or scenario book, again, I love the way that these are structured. I love the maps, the way that they include things in here. And yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much about what's in here, so I will save that mostly for the review. Again, if you spot the hidden detail in the cover art, please let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll reveal it when it comes time to do the review, in case you don't see what it is, I promise. But yeah, that was my unboxing of the Alien role-playing game Heart of Darkness Adventure. I can't wait to spend time actually getting to read this a bit more thoroughly, because PDFs give me migraines. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and the Alien RPG might be one of my favorite all-time RPGs at this point. I just absolutely love this system. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you come back for the next video. Hope you come back for my recounting of the events of Chariot of the Gods, and I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.